5 notes from Liverpool's 1-0 loss to Galatasaray in the Champions League. Mamardashvili saved us from further embarrassment and heartbreak. Let the apology be as loud as the disrespect. Georgie came up with at least 3 big saves that kept us in the game. I don't know where it would be if we had a different backup. 2. Our center backs struggled today, especially with Victor, the Nigerian nightmare Osimhen. I would say in the first match against us, he spent most of the time on the ground, especially for someone that big. But today's game, he tormented Ibu Konate especially. Maybe that was part of the game plan to keep him away from Van Dijk. And Virgil didn't have his best game either. It seemed like something was on his mind. Marking left a lot to be desired. 3. Florian Wirtz, dynamic but rusty. He seemed to get into so many good positions. It just didn't come off for him. If he had converted at least half of his chances, we would have won easily. But the fact that he got in those positions in the first place is reassuring. 4. Gakpo being the first sub over Rio. That just feels like Slot is trying to prove a point to us that he's smarter than the average bear. Come on, after that FA Cup performance, it should have been Rio hands down because, well, we saw what happened. And I'm sure he wanted Gakpo to be like the hero coming in. I don't know what this whole loyalty to Gakpo is. It would be admirable if he was actually performing well. 5. Frimpong at right wing is something that we're going to see a lot more of, I believe so. With the caveat that Joe Gomez stays healthy. And that's a big if. If Joe Gomez stays healthy, he'll be at the right back and Frimpong will be able to be deployed as the sub for Salah. He's not been at his best. It's not sacrilegious to say that. And yeah, Kesa, you're done in this town, according to Slot at least. And a bonus one, because again, I like to give you guys stats. This match was Slot's 100th match in charge of Liverpool, and he was on 62 wins. Slot winning this match would have made him the coach with the most wins after 100 games. I guess it's poetic in a sense that he didn't get that win because the number of people that want him out, it'd be hard to call for that with such a record. So right now he shares it with King Kenny with 62 wins in 100 matches. And at the time of this recording, our next opponent, Tottenham, have already subbed their goalkeeper. Watch them become 06 Spain against us. I'm not as down on this performance as everyone else is. I believe this is the reverse of what we usually get with a decent performance with a less than flattering result. I know once the second leg happens at Anfield, based on what I saw today, I believe there is more than a good chance of Liverpool progressing to the next round. Up the mighty Reds.